more time. Hey, we're gonna celebrate.
Part 2.
Might be wondering by now, ba't ang liliit ng mga parts ko next? Again, I got what I needed, and I needed those things for this. This is the Master Box NR200. Despite the size, it's very heavy. What was that? Ah! From the manufacturer, it says it's about 18 liters. And yeah, it's almost completely toolless na installation. Kasi look.
Matches.
No. From the outside, you can see may bracket siya dito. It's a completely toolless na case. But as you can see, may bracket siya dito. And guys, make sure na you don't overscrew. This, kasi magsa-strip yung yung hole ng screw, and you can no longer put it back or remove it. Ito, ang use itong bracket is to mount, I think, 2 fans or maybe radiator rin if may AI o kayo. So water cooling. So maximum is 2 fans, and you can mount a 120 and 140 na fan. And also, I don't know, hindi siya maklaro, pero may HDD siya dito. HDD na label, which means you can mount a hard drive here. And as you can see, di ba, mesh panel siya. Sa N200, if yun lang i-order nyo, yun lang, mesh panel lang. And, pero sa N200P, you can get this. A tempered glass panel. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this kasi I'm still going to test yung thermals ito. Sa ibang mga builders, they consider other parts like the CPU or GPU. Yun yung unang i-consider nila na bilhin. But for me, I wanted a compact and somewhat portable case. Alright, this box. I think it ships with a 200p, NR200, but difference is, NR200p, you have 2 sickle flow fans, yung 120 fans. Pero sa N200, ang i-ship lang nila is a 120 and I think a 92. Or mas smaller siya na fan, and it goes in the back case. Now, here's where it shines. Kasi when you choose to like vertically orient your GPU, yung fans na makita from the side of your case, you can use this. Buti nga included na siya, but I'm not going to use a vertical GPU. I'm not sure if mas okay ang thermals niya if I go with the vertical orientation. But it's an option. Kasi when you use a side panel like this and naka-vertical siya na position, sobrang ganda. Lalo na if high-end yung GPU mo and you want to show off, why not? But I don't recommend it. Kasi sobrang
Kasi?
parang sinasacrifice mo yung performance for aesthetics, which is a very sensitive subject for me.
Kasi?
From what I've shown you up till now, Tex, asan ang RGB? Ewan ko, baka mabash ako nito. But I don't need RGB. You don't need RGB to make your performance greater. Pero if that's what you want, then why not, diba? It's just my opinion. Anyway, ang may RGB lang siguro sa build na to is, yung PCB ng motherboard. Parang may RGB siya sa side, so it turns on. So yeah, yun lang yung parang RGB na features na napili ko. I'm not going to use this.
Kasi?
Okay naman siya. But I'm going to sell this. Actually. Kasi may in-order ako na Noctua na fans. Case fans. And for your information lang, Noctua has a very good reputation when it comes to case fans and mga CPU coolers. You can do your own research on that if you want. So yeah, again, cable ties for cable management and a lot of screws. I'm not gonna open this kasi. And it has this weird pick thing. And this is sorry, I'm holding this kanina, I didn't explain. This is used for your fans. Kasi yung motherboard ko, limited yung ports or yung connectors para sa fans. So you can use this para you can connect like multiple fans, and then you can connect to one connector. So that's great. Again, these are 120mm fans. So as you can see, diba? Sakto lang. So this is the Noctua NFS 12A PWM Chromax. This is just one of the fans I ordered. There's two main fans, yung static na flow and airflow na fans. Yung sickle flow has like, as you, napansin nyo kanina, parang small yung spaces in between the blades. Those are for static. Usually, ginagamit siya for CPU coolers, not case fans. But it differs from case to case. I bought these because I'm gonna install them up top kasi for airflow to eh. Para yung heat from the case will efficiently go up. Kasi diba, as we know, hot air goes up. So yeah, there's screws here and a big connector here. And yeah, you can change the corners here. That. And if you can see, these are random colors lang. It has a box at the bottom. Okay. Quick lang. As I said, buy what you need or get what you need. Diba sabi ko, this is the first thing I considered. This is the first thing I considered. And from what I've seen from yung compatibility niya sa motherboard ko, it only has like 3.2 na connectors. Wala siyang USB-C. Ang USB-C ng motherboard is nasa likod. So wala siyang USB-C sa harap. And conveniently, yung connectors ko sa harap ng motherboard dito banda only has USB 3.2 or USB 3. So that kind of compatibility ba dapat iniisip para hindi kayo magsayang ng pera. We have a manual here. So generally, yung motherboard mo dito and yung I/O dito, kaya may malaki siyang hole here at the back. So sabi ko kanina, yung NR200 lang, it usually has one 120 fan and a pre-installed na 92mm. No, 80. No, just read about it. So basta may pre-installed na siya na fan dito. And I've thought about multiple configurations here about sa fans. So ang configuration niya is it's like a chimney style. So the air from the bottom, then ang flow ng air pataas, and those fans here will dissipate the air up top. And you see here, diba? Sobrang liit ito yung compartment ng PSU. This. And if you so choose to do water cooling or AIO, you can only install the radiator here at the bottom, assuming that your graphics card will fit. But I don't know kasi diba radiator plus may fans ka pa. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. And ma-force ka talaga na mag-vertical GPU. Lex, bakit hindi ma-install? Bakit hindi na taas? Why? Because of this. There's no way you can mount a radiator up top. Kahit na may space ka dito, there's no way. Kasi the way na pag-build nila nito, it's only meant for these two fans up top. So wala ka talagang choice kundi i-hook up yung radiator sa baba. I haven't mentioned this, but this is a mini ITX na build. So when you build a mini ITX na PC, there's a lot of compromises. You can't order any part willy-nilly kasi i-consider mo talaga ang size and compatibility. Yung motherboard ko, it can't be found here in Jensen and super hirap niya hanapin yung mga mini ITX. No, di mahirap. Mahirap siya kunin kasi laging out of stock. Kasi konti lang parang sobrang konti ang demand. So guys, advice ko lang, be mindful of your budget. For perspective, before I ordered the parts, mga months ko siguro inisip how all of the other parts will be compatible and kung anong klaseng configuration yung gusto ko.
The next day.
Ikat na dito.
Sige. Saya ka mo.
Hello guys, it's a brand new day, it's a brand new hair. Yung mga final na parts na para sa build na to kay dumating na. And also we're joined here by my girlfriend.
Magandang dilag.
Sige, don't mind her na lang daw. So, two things lang. Ang kulang na lang is yung storage, which ang kinuha ko is yung WD Black SN750 500GB. So, 500GB lang kinuha ko kasi yun lang as of the moment makakasya sa budget ko. And I think this is enough for the boot drive and some files and some games. Yeah. This is an NVMe SSD na drive and socket niya is M.2, which is ang ma-support ng motherboard ko is M.2 na NVMe, Gen 4 and Gen 3. I think ang Gen 4 is nasa front and ang Gen 3 is nasa back. This drive is, I think, Gen 3. Kasi yung mga Gen 4, bago lang yung dumating and they are much more expensive than the Gen 3. Pero maybe along the line, kukuha ko ng Gen 4 na 1TB or 2TB. So hindi ko yan in-expect na ganito siya kaliit. Pero if hassle sa inyo, mag-cable manage ng mga SATA drives, which is yung mga other na external drives na i-mount nyo sa case nyo. Of course, may extra yun ng mga cables. This is a very good na alternative or like option. Kasi i-mount nyo to siya directly to the motherboard. So, wala nang mga other hassles pa of cable management. And of course, considering na naka-mount siya sa motherboard, I think it's faster. Pero generally, ang mga NVMe na SSDs are very, very fast. Mas mabilis pa talaga yung mga Gen 4 here. That's it for the storage. Next one is yung... This is a CPU cooler. Kaninang umaga lang siya dumating, so yeah, when it came, why not unbox it agad? Ano ba to? Also, if you're asking bakit Tex, di ba may CPU cooler included yung CPU, which is yung Ryzen 7 na Wraith Prism. Well, according to my research, oh, laki ito. Pag stock lang ng mga na performances and parang light usage lang, makakaya ng Wraith Prism. Pero in my case, building on mini ITX na case, airflow might be insufficient and maybe along the line, i-overclock ko siya. It's okay na prepared, di ba? So this is the Noctua NH U9S. There's a U12S, pero considering na maliit yung case ko, mas okay na kasya siya, di ba? I've seen reviews na yung U12S ginamit sa case ko. There are some cases na hindi nila ma-mount yung bracket kung saan mo i-mount yung fans or yung radiator mo. So mas okay na may flexibility siya, di ba? So this is the Chromax na version, which is yung all black nila. And as I've said, this is an all black na build. Tinawag siyang U9S kasi ang nakamount na fan sa kanya is 92mm. There's another cooler na tawag NF or NH na D9L. Paano? Siya maglabas. May na. Tingnan mo natin yung mga included na accessories niya. Nice! Sige. Dear customer. Okay. So, meron siyang mga manual for both AMD and Intel na mga socket. So, we're gonna go with the AMD. I think this is mounting brackets, screws. Ang maganda sa Noctua, binibigyan ka nila ng mga multiple na brackets for their coolers. So, let's say AMD ka ngayon and you will transfer back to Intel, or Intel ka and you will transfer to AMD. So, there's some sort of flexibility na rin, which is good. Oh my God, I'm bleeding.
Sure?
Okay. This is for the LGA 115X. This is for Intel. So, sa AMD, I think nakita nyo na kanina yung backplate. Naka-include na siya sa motherboard, but yung mounting bars niya is ito, AMB11. So, AMD. And this is, oh, may included the screw. So, may included na, I think this is the brackets para sa fan. Kasi aside from yung naka-mount sa heatsink that comes with the cooler, pwede ka mag-add na isa pang fan on the back para yung push-pull na orientation ma-achieve mo. Oh, nag-include sila ng low noise adapter. Ang cooler, unlike yung sa Wraith Prism na may pre-applied na thermal paste, the Noctua one has no thermal paste in it. Pero they sent this thermal paste with the cooler, so that's convenient. And my badge. Metallic siya. I'm not sure how these screws and brackets go with the cooler, pero let's figure this out pag na-build na natin. So you might be wondering bakit nag-air cooling ako. Ang pinaka-first talaga na na-consider ko is the risk. Kasi yung AIOs have water and it might not happen, pero it could happen na mag-leak yung water depending on its lifespan. And as you know, ang mga AIO, nakakonect talaga siya directly sa CPU, and if it leaks in that location, GG yung CPU. Also the motherboard and other components na. Number 2, cost. I-search nyo sa Amazon, sa Newegg, sa other stores rin. Air coolers are significantly cheaper than the AIOs. Yes, maganda ang aesthetics niya. And generally, the best na AIO is always has the best performance against yung mga best na air coolers. Pero it varies how you use the computer, what's your case, ano yung CPU mo. So, na-consider ko rin lahat ng mga scenarios. And for me, this is the best for me. Magde-depend pa rin yan sa preference niyo. Bigyan ko sa Mateo. Wala. Sige. Joke lang. Hawakan mo lang yung box. Yan. The good thing about Noctua, galing sila mag-package. And then, yun. Ano pala ka-easy? Akala ko kasi parang yung matte black lang siya na,
Ano
or
ba
like
siya?
cheapo siya na pagka ang finish niya ba? Shine. Yung makita mo ganda parang,
Usual
parang
na ano.
premium siya na na finish. So ito yung sabi ko kanina yung 92mm na fan and naka-bracket siya sa heatsink. I'll take this off. Look how shiny that is. You put the thermal paste on the CPU and then ito ang mag-make contact sa CPU or sa thermal paste. So yung ibang heatsinks ng ibang air coolers sobrang thin. Like sa sobrang nipis niya, masusugatan ka talaga. Pero as you can see, hindi naman siya deep. So as I said kanina, you can put another fan here for a push-pull na configuration. So however you orient this motherboard. This cooler claims na meron siyang 100% RAM and PCIe compatibility. Meaning, okay yung RAM clearance mo and yung PCIe mo sa baba. So either low profile man yan or RGB or like kung ano-ano pa dyan na RAM. Also, if you're planning to put 2 fans sa heatsink, kung anong cooler pa yan, you might need parang yung splitter wherein you daisy chain the 2 connectors. Kasi sa motherboard nyo, may isang fan header lang talaga siya. So you might need that splitter. So these 2 will connect to 1 and then yon. Alright, final thoughts. Remember when I told you na don't stand on carpet or any fabric? Don't do this sitting on a cloth chair. So I was wondering bakit nakukuryente ako. I was literally rubbing myself. No, not rubbing myself. I was moving, diba? And my shorts and the cloth fabric from this chair was rubbing each other and nagka-create ng static. Anyway, final thoughts. As I said, just get what you want, guys. Stick to the budget. And do your research. Kasi compatibility is key talaga when you're building this. And if you think I've missed a few things about the parts I unboxed, write it in the comments below. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this like I did. And just please leave a like, subscribe also. Kasi this is the first video of this channel. A few things that you can expect from this channel. As of now, my priority is in single player or story-based games. Dishonored, Hitman, Resident Evil, Tomb Raider. So again, I'm not an IT. I have a limited knowledge about computers. So take my opinions with a grain of salt. But yeah, I think I can represent the average consumer, if you can consider that. So I look forward to seeing you guys next time in the next video. So until then, bye.